Well, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dayna and I'm coming to you from my farmhouse in the woods of northern Illinois. I am going to do a knitting podcast with you guys today, and it's a little bit weird. I have two cameras today, so you can see me talking to you and then also just kind of a different angle, close up at what I'm going to show you guys. So I'm really excited to share with you guys what I've been knitting, and today's a fun day anyway, just kind of out of the ordinary because I've been vlogging today. I'm doing a day in the life with me, and it's snowing, it's cozy, I'm at home, but it's been very fun. It's also been a learning experience. I'm using a new camera. Well, we got it when we got married. Me and John got married, so it's almost 8 years old. So it's not new, but like we actually don't use it as often as we should. We always forget it exists and we always forget to charge it. So I'm kind of learning it. I hope the settings are good. We'll see when I'm watching it back. But I do have two cameras going today. I have my phone like just right over here, and so I'll show you guys what I'm holding up and just kind of a different angle because I just think that's kind of fun, kind of cool, something a little bit different. So this is a knitting podcast. I have knitting projects to show you. I have zero crochet things to share today. It's 100% knitting, so that's exciting. So I'm drinking my coffee, which is like full-on Trader Joe's. I like Trader Joe's. If you have seen the comedian on YouTube, Chris Fleming, and he plays someone named Gal Waters, and one of the videos is about how when you go to Trader Joe's, you get Joed. So that's like his way of saying a lot of the people who work at Trader Joe's will ask you like what you're using all the ingredients for, and like they get super excited. They're just a fun group of people who work at Trader Joe's, and so he has like a spoof about it. So anyway, I do a section later about how I got Joe'd, and it's something that I got from Trader Joe's and I'm obsessing over. Trader Joe's. Oh, my coffee is 100% Trader Joe's at the moment. Not the mug, I think it's from Target. But it's just like I actually don't know. It's like a very basic, regular coffee. But it's fun. And then I just have like their sweet creamer. It's very simple, very basic, nothing super exciting. I don't have anything exciting in here today. But yeah, I encourage you to either grab your knitting, grab a cup of coffee or some tea or whatever you're gonna drink. Or you know what, sometimes I listen to podcasts and I do laundry or I do dishes, and I'm just going to be showing you what I've been working on. So that's exciting. I have one finished thing and a couple whips, but it's a whole thing. We'll see. Last time I was talking about how I made this headband for Natalie. Now she's 4. I knit this. I actually used the amount that they cast it on from a hat pattern that I had, and I decided I didn't want to make a hat, blah 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 blah, made it into a headband. I seamed it on the inside, and it made it so it's not very stretchy, and it made it so yeah, it's tight on her, and then also this little seam is scratchy. So what I ended up doing was casting on a new one, which maybe it's just because she hasn't worn it yet, but I cast on 2 extra stitches. It does have more stretch to it, but the problem is it's smaller just in size comparison. So this back one is the one that she already owned. This is the new one that I cast on. The new one is so much shorter, but it has more stretch, but it works out to be about the same. Like when you full on stretch it. And the bad thing is that it still has this inside part. So what I did differently was, instead of knitting for 8 inches and then just seaming it together, I knit for 8 inches and then I knit the final row together with the first row that I did and kind of just knit through both stitches. I don't actually know the technical term for that, but you know, I did that. And so it is more stretchy. It has way more stretch, that's this one, than this one does. This one kind of just pulls and is stuck. You can kind of see like the fabric wants to pull more than the actual seam, whereas this one just kind of goes together. It still doesn't fit her. So I decided what I need to do is invent something that works for all 4 of my kids, like a universal Sisterhood of the Magical Headband pattern, because I realized, you know what, like you can go to Walgreens and buy for like a couple dollars a headband and it's gonna fit your kids and you. Why can't I knit that? So that's my next project, is that I'm going to try to cast something on and have it be stretchy enough that it's going to fit me and even my husband. Like that would be cool if it could fit John too. And then also my kids. So how many times do you find yourself, whether you have kids or not, where you need a headband or someone else you're with needs a headband, like one of your kids needs an extra headband, their ears are cold, or you're with someone outside like shopping at Christmas time and they're like, oh, my ears are cold. You could just whip out a headband and be like, this is my Sisterhood of the Magical Headband. So I'm going to try to work on that. I knit this in Wool of the Andes in Blossom Heather, which is this really pretty blush color. I love it. I have a lot of skeins of this, and so I also was kind of thinking, what can I do to use this up? And so that's going to be my new project. I used size, I believe I used size 8 needles. I'm going to have to look and see. And I cast on, for the first one, I cast on 50. Actually, this is the first one, sorry. The first one I cast on 50, second I cast on 52 thinking that would be enough. It wasn't. So this is still a work in progress. It's a perfectly good, I mean, they're 2 perfectly good headbands and they will fit Lucy for now, but like I said, I want to kind of, I don't know, make something that's going to fit for everyone, because that would be so much nicer to just have them tucked in our car as other choices for headbands. So that's my finished project, is that it is a finished project. It's just not what I was hoping for. I should share what I'm wearing today. So I didn't knit the sweater. I don't remember where I got this sweater, actually. I don't know. But it's a very odd shape, and yet I'm very into it. So it's kind of got this like bubbly sleeve going on, but it's tight here, and the neckline goes kind of tight. So I kind of think it's a strange combination of tight and flowy, and yet I also kind of really like it. And now I just did something weird to my hair. And then this is the hat that I knit from, let's think, it's called Summerville Trail Beanie, I believe. It's by We Are Knitter. No, it's not. It's by Knitbrooks. I don't know why I said We Are Knitters. It has nothing to do with We Are Knitters. It's by Knitbrooks, and then this is just a pom-pom I am assuming my mom got from like Joann's or something that she had given me. So I used, let's see, Wetsy. I used Lion Brand Wool of the Andes. Nope. Oh my gosh, I'm all mixed up today. It's the 2 cameras. I can like see myself through my armpit over here. It's freaking me out. Oh, it is Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick. And I think this is called Gray Marble. So let me take it off for you, see if I have crazy hat hair. I actually did just come in from outside because I let the dog out and it just started snowing. So I was like, I'm gonna actually keep this on. I'll just wear it today. It'll cover my semi-greasy hair. So this is what it looks like up close. It's super cute. It does have this where you knit the brim double and then fold it on the inside, and then you knit this, so I can get it all the way out, knit the stitches together just like I was doing for the headband. So knit the 2 stitches up together, makes it nice and extra warm. I love this. I think any Woolies hat that I make in the future is going to be this double brim, even for my girls because and James, because it is so much warmer. And because you're using the thicker, the bigger needles, and you're getting a little bit more of the holes in it, you know, I do notice a big difference. It's so much warmer, and I think this would help if the girls had a hat like this with the double brim. So, and then it has these really cute little baubles, which I love. I never did block this, and so every once in a while I have to go back through and just kind of fluff my baubles and make sure they're poking out, and otherwise they kind of just want to slide back in the hat. But so that's what I'm wearing today. I also, you know what? Let's see if I can do this with this view. Okay, without like being weird and showing you my booty. Okay, I am wearing my Simple Cozy Socks by Locatelli, and I used Cascade 220, and I don't remember the color, but it's this really cool light blue, super cozy. All right, so this is fun. The two cameras is fun. It's weird, but it's fun. It's kind of working. I hope it will work really well when I'm editing it, because I can kind of show the different angles for you to see a little better. Okay, it is time to reveal the progress of the sweater. This is like what I've been working on so much of the time, and in fact when I was vlogging today I put most of my effort into this because I had just a few more inches before I was done with the body of this sweater, and I would only have the sleeves left, and I was so close. Yesterday I got 3 inches of this ruffle part, so, and I believe I'm at maybe like 3.5 inches of it. So this is Clara's sweater I'm working on, and this is the Calligraphy Pullover by Heidi May at the Velvet Acorn. So it's super cute. It's not a dress. I had to explain to John it's not a dress because he was like, shouldn't it go longer? It basically is like a longer shirt. It would be really cute with leggings for a little girl. And then down here is some little ruffle action going on. And she's back and forth on the sleeves. So first she wanted short sleeves because her cousin has a sweater that's short sleeves. And then she wanted long sleeves once she saw the ruffles happening. So she'll have to let me know soon because I have to move on to doing that part. Then let's see, I'm using, oh, this yarn is really fun. This is the Knitpicks Wool of the Andes Bulky, which, I mean, you just saw the other Wool of the Andes, which was the worsted weight, which I love, but this is bulky. It's been really great to work with, and in fact, I struggled with doing the beginning of this sweater. I really don't know why. It was fairly, I mean, super simple. I think I mixed up whose sweater I was knitting is the problem. So in my mind at first I was going to start with Lucy's sweater, and so I was thinking I cast on Clara's amount, but I started moving around like the place markers and stuff for Lucy's size. So it wasn't actually coming out right. So I had to tear it all out, and this yarn held up wonderfully. It didn't get, you know how sometimes it's like extra kinky, and it didn't get that way at all. It's been very, very adaptable to me having to frog it and then start again. I'm only a few inches away from finishing this, and then we move on to the sleeves, which is a mystery length. She will let me know how long to make it, but this sweater is super cute. I'm really excited. I have 2 more to cast on as soon as I finish Clara's. I'll be doing, let's see, Natalie chose pink, and then Lucy didn't really choose, but they chose light purple for her, and that's, I'm trying to remember the color of the pink. I'll link it below, but the purple was like haze heather, I want to say. Really cute colors, very springy and girly. It's like a mix of pastel, but like a pop of color. I'm excited. Whip number 2 is not a pattern. I'm just kind of floating around here. I have this idea for in our bedroom. We got a new computer because we had dying laptops that weren't doing well, and a lot of stuff gets stored on there. For example, video files, which are huge, and blog stuff. And so we got a laptop, and I found this desk that's not really a desk from Hobby Lobby that I love. It matches like the style of our old house. It matches just what I want going for our room. So I don't love that we have an office in our bedroom, but it's where we have room for it right now. And so I need to make it a little cozier. Our bedroom is pretty much, I want to say, the one room that we haven't done anything to since we moved in. We moved in 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And we've done stuff outside to this house. We've done stuff inside. It's an 1834 house. It has, in our bedroom, really old, gross, not gross like there's something wrong with it, but there's like paint splotches on the floor, and it's rough. It's not like cute, finished, fixer-upper floors. So that's gonna be like our next big project, hopefully. We're still finishing up a couple others, like our chicken coop, our chimney. If you watch the vlogs, or sometimes I film in front of our chimney, there's like a piece of cardboard covering a hole. That's because we knocked down the drywall in there and uncovered a chimney, so we're trying to like restore that. Anyway, our bedroom, I want to make it more cozy. It's just, I mean, if I'm gonna be doing computer work, I love what I'm doing, but some of the computer work, you know, I start getting cross-eyed after a while once I'm looking at the editing and all that for so long. I want to make it cozier. So I decided, long intro, I want to knit a rug. I got a pattern from Darling J'adore, which is called the Stone Gate rug, but it's crochet and it's not for the right size. Now obviously I could change the amount and do some math to make it a little different, but two things: I am still envisioning using that pattern for our living room, but I don't have enough yarn for it. So I don't want to run out of yarn, and I know, well, this isn't a fact, I'm not more of a crocheter, I'm more of a knitter, but I feel like crocheting takes up more yarn. Is that true? I feel like that's true, because you're like looping and looping and looping. So I don't want to run out of yarn. I'm using Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick again. It's just their fisherman color. And I have 3 skeins of it. Now, I don't think I'm going to make a rug in 3 skeins of it. It's not a super wide desk, but I was kind of envisioning just having this chunky rug, and I might go ombre. So I'm trying not to buy any more yarn for this year. Like that's my goal. I'm going to use my stash. I have way too much yarn. So I am going to use what I have. I have a bunch of this fisherman. I have a bunch of, I think it's wheat, not oatmeal, which are too close to the same colors. And then I have a bunch of barley color. So I was kind of thinking it'll be not so much ombre, but like stripes, and the colors all kind of pull from each other, and then this is like the neutral that balances all out. I'm thinking like darkest in the back towards the wall, so like the barley, a stripe of the in-between tweedy wheat, and then a stripe of this. So I just measured how long I needed to make the rug and then cast on. And then in order for it to not be rolling like crazy, I am doing a few rows of garter stitch and then a few stitches on both sides of garter stitch to prevent the rolling. At first I was like, you know, I want just stockinette. I don't mind if it's rolling. It kind of will have that rolled up edge, like, where'd that sweater go? Kind of like this sweater. This is what happens when you will stockinette stitch and don't have anything that's going to make it not roll. That's on purpose with this sweater pattern. But I decided if it's a rug, it's kind of not safe to have it rolling. Not that anyone's like running through there, but I just don't want to trip and knock over anything. hurt myself. So, I'm still not sure. I'm kind of playing around. Obviously, I'm not super far into it. I might need to do a few more rows of garter stitch to see if it is gonna keep rolling. We'll have to see. And I'm excited. I'll share with you guys how it turns out, obviously, and I'll show you guys, you know, what it looks like. I'll tell you what I did. I don't know, maybe I'll turn it into a pattern. Maybe I'll make a video for it. I don't know. First, let's see if it turns out. No promises. But I'm just having fun with it. I'm just playing with it. I'm using up my stash yarn because that was my goal. And yeah, I just, Thick and Quick is a yarn that I had a lot of when I was knitting in my Etsy shop, and I would knit for example, a hat and sell it. I had a lot of this yarn on hand in basically like neutral colors, natural colors. So I'm trying to use that up now because I don't need to have that big of a stash for inventory or anything. So that's the start of this unnamed rug with no pattern. But it's been a fun little project. And I did hold it up to, like, not up, I held it down on the floor and measured and everything, and it is gonna fit. We'll just see. Like I said, it's a work in progress, and I'll have to figure out how many skeins, or how many rows 3 skeins gets me, so figure it out, I guess. But that's the fun thing about knitting. Like, so often I feel like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to know what we're doing, and then it's like we forget to just cast something on and just have fun with it. And I'm someone who really doesn't like math at all. Like, even in that situation, just casting something on and seeing where it takes you is a lot of fun, I think. Just not really having that roadmap of the pattern. Sometimes you need a pattern, like, you sometimes just need a pattern, but sometimes you can just go crazy and see where it takes you. And if it takes you nowhere, that's totally fine. You just pull it back out, save the yarn for the next project. Or honestly, this is really good yarn for pom-poms because it's so thick and it's wool and acrylic. So no harm if your crazy ideas in your brain don't actually turn into anything. So that's just my little TED talk, is to just go with your creativity, see where it takes you. So, and it is really coming down out there. So we had heard we might get a blizzard, it might be a dusting, it might completely miss us. So we woke up this morning, it completely missed us. And then just as I went on Instagram stories and shared that I was vlogging today, there was no snow, I literally posted it online, and then not 2 minutes later I looked out the window and it started snowing. I was like, there's the snow they promised us. So I do not have today anything for Homebody in the Wild or outside my window other than it's snowing. We spend a lot more time at home than we did before, you know, before babies. It's a lot of work getting everyone in the car, out the door. We've been trying to eat at home more because we're trying to save some money for a trip, but we really spend a lot more time at home. We homeschool, so a lot of my stories are going to get groceries because that's like when I go out back into town. So we went to Trader Joe's a few weeks ago, me and my mom. I met her there because we go to the same Trader Joe's, and we had joked for so long that we might see each other. And so we were like, you know, let's just go at the same time. That'll be fun. So we went. I didn't know Trader Joe's had a coffee grinder. Did you guys know that? I had no idea. Okay, my mind has been blown. When you get the giant cans from Trader Joe's of coffee that are full of coffee beans, not like, you know, pre-ground, you can go bring them over to this little grinder. Now, very rarely have I gone in Trader Joe's where I'm just wandering. Like, I usually have my list and I'm following that. So it was really cool to go in with someone else because one, she could show me some of the things she's tried and loves, and I could show her, but she showed me how to use this coffee grinder, which I've never paid attention to. I've walked past so many times and just not given the time of day too, and it was really cool. It was super easy. I feel like it could be a little stressful if you have kids with you, like little kids, and you're worrying about if they're staying with you, or it's pretty high up so they can't really get into trouble. But for trips out by yourself, if you want like the smell of freshly ground coffee to surround you for the rest of the Trader Joe's trip, because it gets like in your mask and you're like smelling it, and yes, it made for a much better shopping experience. And maybe that's the secret to actually enjoying wearing a mask, is to just grind some coffee, get to smell it for the whole time. Just get high on coffee grounds. No, but this was really cool. This was one of those things that is just like you walk past in your everyday life. Not every day. If you're going to Trader Joe's every day, then good on you. But yeah, it's part of what you're just, you know, you're just tuned out of. And so it was cool to see this, and also just a little experience to do with my mom, which was fun. So, all right. What is giving me a case of the cozies? For Valentine's Day, I made some cinnamon rolls. I made it a couple days beforehand, and I made them in the shapes of hearts. I had seen it on Pinterest. All you do is take the store-bought cinnamon rolls, or if you make them your own. We have a concert going on back there. Store-bought or homemade or whatever, cinnamon rolls, you just unroll one side and then shape it into whatever shape you want to be. So what I did was a heart, but it got me thinking, what's giving me a case of the cozies are the endless possibilities of store-bought cinnamon rolls. So think about it. We've got shamrocks coming up, clovers coming up. What can you do for Easter? Like Easter eggs? That's kind of, I don't know if that'd be as exciting because you don't get the swirl, but like there are so many possibilities where you could even cut it in half, and if you needed it like layered, like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking cinnamon roll art right now, and just for the different holidays and seasons and just cool shapes. I'm obsessed with cinnamon rolls. By the way, cinnamon roll break, I cannot find my little cinnamon roll progress keeper that I had gotten from Sucre Miniatures. I was so excited. I used it like all of fall. Can't find it. That was my fear. And I did end up doing a little glue gun because it started coming out of its little, like, I forgot what it's called. The little cinnamon roll started coming off of its little jewelry clip thing. So I did, you guys had suggested using, you suggested a whole bunch of things, so thank you. But you gave me the idea to use a hot glue gun and just kind of dab a little thing of glue there. And I can't find it. I don't know when I lost it. I don't know if it slipped off somewhere, like the whole charm slipped off somewhere. I don't know if the piece fell back off. I can't find it anywhere. I'm a little heartbroken, but it made me realize I should also probably make some more progress keepers. I made some really fun, well, they were super simple, like using wool felt pom-poms from Benzie Design that I had because we used to live in the town that was there, that Benzie's in, and I just made them into pumpkins. And also thinking ahead to like Easter and stuff, I was thinking, well, what are some progress keepers I can make that will kind of fit what's gonna happen next? So maybe I'll get some time to do that kind of thing. Maybe I'll do like a vlog. Okay, let me know in the comments, first of all, if you like vlogs versus a sit-down podcast. I know different people like different things. Some people like both. Some people are very hardcore, only like the podcast style, and some people really only like the vlogging style, and I understand both. I'm a little bit of both, and it depends on what channel I'm watching. So let me know if you like the vlogs, but also tell me if you want me to do like a cozy crafting day at home, because I've got a few things I wanted to do. I've got some campfire mugs that I wanted to make into something cozy and maybe knitting related, but let me know if that's something that you want me to make a video about, because I could also do some progress keepers with some felt. So just an idea. Thought it might be fun. We'll see. Let me know. otherwise, that's all that's in my brain at the moment. I'm gonna go and finish up the rest of today's vlog. And so thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe because I do all sorts of fun, cozy knitting videos, and I'm trying to do 2 videos a week. For sure Thursdays. Mondays is a bonus if I can get 2 videos out that week. So I'm trying not to promise anything and just doing what kind of just fits in with everything else that we're doing around here. So thanks guys, I will see you next episode. Bye.